Going on, everyone? I'm outside of San Diego Comic-Con 2019 this year. This is my first year, so it's been quite a bit of fun. A little exhausting just the first night, and I don't know how the rest of the week is going to go. But I'm very fortunate enough to be talking about the new Batwoman series premiere. I actually got to see it last night. It doesn't premiere until October, so there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to dive in. And being one of these people who just love superheroes, I gotta talk about Batwoman. And of course, the biggest thing about this is it is a new CWDC show. Now, I've been kind of hesitant on all these shows because, you know, they're not all the best, and I've definitely lost interest in a lot of it. But does Batwoman suck me back into the CWs? Let's find out. Batwoman stars Ruby Rose as Kate Kane, who seeks justice for Gotham City as Batwoman when Batman has been gone for 3 years. This premise alone, I was a little bit hesitant on. I think we all saw the first trailer and thought, yeah, this isn't for me. But seeing this first premiere, I gotta say, it kind of got me and jumped on board to kind of want to actually check out the rest of the series. If that's what a pilot is supposed to do through a series, then I'm kind of all on board for that. That's the thing about this show, is that as it started, I didn't feel it. I was kind of a little bit hesitant. I went, this is really not for me. But as the show kept chugging along, I started getting myself enwrapped in what's going on. But first, let's just talk about the major pros of Batwoman, and then we can talk about some cons. And do not worry about any spoilers, because I don't feel like I should spoil this for you since it does not come out till October. But the things about this series that is very well done, and I think if in general, if you are a fan of these CW shows and you're still watching all of them, this is definitely the show for you. It still has kind of those same vibes, and really a lot of my cons come from some of those that I want it to be a little bit different. Different parts about it are the things that I actually really appreciated. I've been wanting a Batman figure in this universe, and going with Batwoman Kate Kane is actually a really nice, unique look to it, and getting Ruby Rose, who I think we've all kind of been like, she could be a little bit better. I haven't seen her in a lot of her body of work, but per se, the ones I haven't been super impressed by. But within this first episode, I was sold as her as Batwoman and as Kate Kane. I like her attitude, I like the way that she plays these characters, and I like some of the emotional beats that it gives her character. It's a little bit subtle, but I do dig it. Looking forward to wherever the show actually takes her character next and where Ruby Rose might perform in that way. Plus, her just jumping around and kicking ass is some of the best parts about the show. Actually, the action in here is pretty well shot for when it was in the series premiere, and it actually took me back to some of the earlier episodes of Arrow where that action was very strong, and in here, it's pretty strong. Yeah, it's a little bit kooky sometimes, yeah, but I kind of dig that. I dig that because she's new to this whole world of crime fighting, and even though she does have some training, she still is not the Batwoman that we love and know from the comics. She's getting there, and I actually like where that was going. Plus, the supporting cast in here, I actually really like. You know, every CW show kind of has those teams of, per se, our heroes, and they're kind of already setting up the team for her, as well as her also being kind of more of a solo character. There's some side characters here and there that we obviously know that she's going to be interacting with a lot, but that's one of the things that I truly liked about this, is the way that they set up the team, but also making her feel more independent, because that's how Batman is. Batman might have a team here and there, and he might have Alfred, but overall, he's still kind of an independent hero, and that's kind of how Batwoman interacts within here. But when she does have these interactions with certain people, when Kate Kane is interacting, the banter is very well done, and I'm really liking the villain that they actually placed in here, which is Alice. Now, I think there are some predictable tendencies to her character, especially within the first, say, 20 minutes of meeting her. I knew exactly where this was going to go, but I'm still kind of very intrigued to see where it goes, because Alice's character is very kooky, very funny, and I actually really like the design of how they brought about her, and I'm curious to see what other Batman villains they decide to throw into this, because Batman has one of the best diverse rogue galleries of any villain group. That's something that they could easily dive into and get in on board of this. Before I get to my final thoughts, guys, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button where you get tons of early content and movie reviews over on this channel, because I'm over at San Diego Comic-Con. There's going to be tons of content to cover, and plus you guys can also head over to Sandwich on Films on how to see films early. Overall, Batwoman kind of grabbed my attention. It had my curiosity at first, but it actually grabbed my interest by the end, to the point where I actually want to end up watching this series, and I never thought I would say that about going back to a CW show, because a lot of them have lost me in just the mix of how they are portrayed and just how they kind of go through the same generic storyline storylines, but Batwoman kind of grabbed me. Now, it could end up easily being the same thing, but from what I saw in the pilot, while it has elements of that, it also is very different, and I'm kind of, again, all for that. Rose is good as Batwoman, and I think there's more elements to her that I'm really easily ready to see, and of course the action is stylized and nice. It feels like a Batwoman series, and that's what I've wanted it to feel like. I didn't want it to feel like another generic CW show or where they all feel the same. This one definitely felt different, and I'm all for it and ready for it. With all that said, I'm gonna give Batwoman a B-. That curiosity peak, guys, let me know down below what your guys' thoughts are. Are you guys excited for Batwoman? Are you not? Are you kind of just sitting there like, oh man, it's just another CW show? Let's talk about it down below in the comments, but I'm sure a lot of you guys who are still fans of the CW show are probably really looking forward to this, so I can't wait to speak with you guys about it. So guys, until next time, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, check out Sam Sean Films, follow me on all my social medias, and of course, until next time, stay classy.